And on the other side, you've got the Taliyah and the Poppy, who just would love to go down and make sure that doesn't happen. So all eyes on bot lane. Surprise, surprise.
Of course, coming into 12-14, we knew there was likely going to be a more bot lane focus. We've been seeing it. The thing they do is they win that jungle matchup, and that means that bot lane feel even more empowered to go down towards and keep pushing in. Misfits though, they flip up the script, they go top side. Can Xerxe get out?
Gonna make this happen. Vizicsasci is ignited, charged away from First Blood. Over to Irrelevant. Anything but.
Hey, well, what's the cross map? Xerxe's now sat down towards bot side again. We said this is where Astralis really wanted to put their resources down towards. It is a kill onto chat sheet. It is a kill. Of course, Irrelevant picks that one up. But the question is actually, how much is this actually worth? You're still down 20 CS in the 2v2. You're being forced off of waves. You're being forced into a bad situation.
Here we go. They're managing to get the ignite down. Mersa looking to be sacrificed to Kobbe. The glorious execution needs one more attack. But Xerxe is the one that picks it up.
Again, while you have like the eye candy on top side, I think it is the right decision for Zanzarah to just pick up the early option there towards top side. You are still in a very bad spot down towards this bot lane. I'm actually a little bit worried now for Misfits in terms of actually what can you do to bail out this Sivir. We were talking so much like a failed look in top and a mid lane play which doesn't really work out. Just the fact that they had the space to do that without losing anything is good setup from Astralis.
JeongHoon and Xerxe don't seem to be done though. It'll be a 2v3 in the river. Smite fight comes through, but here's a Taliyah. Weaver's Wall to try and turn this one around. Making this now a 4v3 over the wall. Goes Mersa trying to get the Dajor. Shockwave used. Dajor got nowhere to go. And the clockwork winds down.
So Astralis actually biting off a little bit more than they can chew at that point. As much as they had the first keep putting a finger towards that, while the gold is fairly even. Worried about this 2v2.
Exactly, and this is really to highlight the fact that both these teams have had great turnarounds over recent weeks. It's Irrelevant. Out of nowhere, it's a solo kill. Who needs graphics?
Xerxe responding bot side, so it is actually going to be a bit of a split map, but Astralis not looking to contest the Herald.
Yeah, Vetheo roams down as well and does have the Weaver's Wall available, so this would be very risky to truly defend this. Looks like Neon will get every blade here as Berlin. Very pleased to see Shelly get a charge on in.
Got some demolitionists more often than not. Misfits occasionally go towards a bit more skirmishy stuff, but they are no strangers to the 5v5 as
Mersa.
well.
Ooh, very risky place to be as a Leona still tanky enough, but he's about to find himself the end of a Phantom under tow. Not taking that low and actually trying to turn this one around, and Xerxe having to retreat, gets just out of range of the Glacial Prison. Attempted pick by Astralis, swiftly responded for.
Oh, it's a good flash.
That's going to be a massive flash. Dajor having to flash back out now himself. The phase rush is going to be stopped out with a massive shockwave. But he's kicked away by Keeper's Verdict.
And that was kind of what it's quick the fight keeps going.
It's just all over the map right now. Both these teams scrambling to find themselves any advantages, but nothing comes. Loses a lot of his HP for it.
But you know Irrelevant, you see that timer ticking down?
I do.
That was a couple of seconds off of potentially very dangerous situation for Astralis. It is around that second. Herald Ultimate's now available for pretty much everyone on the board. You know we're talking about those team fights. Round one.
It's brewing here. Can they make it happen? Chachi on the side, nearly at Mega Gnar, but will be shoved forwards and into the wall afterwards with a heroic charge. He's knocked up and knocked down. Chachi out, Glacial Prison afterwards, and Xerxe now has to back out best he can. Member down. Misfits managed to have the Herald reset on them, but should be able to secure this, and as Xerxe felt the need to go in, will instead retreat to his Krugs, and Misfits right now feel in command with a few thousand gold to their name.
And I know that mini Gnar is a little more squishy than they used to be, but I have to feel... Oh, gosh.
The Pyke is about to find his end, or find himself on the end of a Zenith blade, but actually Kobbe forced a flash out of Mersa, but now Kobbe out of mana. The Blood Rush isn't going to matter. Zanzarah knocks him down, and the stacks are down for the count.
And Astralis, it feels like they're missed very quickly, and because he's backing off, Draven suffers for it too.
And in they come with the second Herald, ready to try and make sure this happens. They're going to keep charging forward. Irrelevant forcing a flash away from JeongHoon potentially. He's got nowhere to go though and just gets knocked straight down. No chance to use the summoner until a little too late. Second charge comes through. Weaver's Wall afterwards to prevent any easy defense. Man down, 2 towers down, and Misfits on a roll here.
And Zanzarah is having a wonderful game on this Poppy. You know, it's not like Astralis can capitalize on the early dragons they got. They also don't have that much vision. They're spotted on all of their entries. What can Xerxe do here?
He's got to keep his verdict. Misses though, and now actually Misfits a little bit pinned in place. Neon throws down. The spell shoveled into the wall is stunned. Zanzarah, can they trade this one out? There's just not enough damage quite yet, and none of the rest of Misfits are here and looking to fight. Kobbe stunned, has to cleanse Flash, and he's in trouble. Still on the other side of Vizicsasci, taken out by a ricochet. and it's going to be a bounce house that Neon is winning. A shutdown though on Zanzarah is something, but can they sit down? The Sivir will get it, and Astralis still playing this one up best they can. Irrelevant, and Vetheo are still going to try and punish, though they are not done here. They refuse to lose, as Xerxe will be stopwatched away from killing off the Taliyah. Double to the mid laner of Misfits.
And you know what? As soon as we saw that approach the Dragon, I was getting a little bit worried. I thought that Misfits, even with that vision, had allowed Astralis into a very...
landed. The Draven and the Pyke haven't snowballed, haven't got those cash-ins, and now Misfits in a very commanding position. They stop the soul point coming through, and honestly, with the Sivir now at 2 items, nearly 3, you get very worried.
Let's see with this brief pocket of vision, Astralis might be able to find a pick.
Then we're going to try and get this one down. There's surely a shutdown coming through, death from below. JeongHoon cashes in.
Okay, all right, that's important. It's extra gold on the table. Of course, reminder, this game is so important for both of these teams. Moments like that, lapses in concentration, can mean so much, but Misfits on the hunt with the Sivir.
They will not let that kill go unpunished. Astralis in a 4v3 must fight somehow, some way, teleporting in, trying to survive, but already Dajor taken so low. Falls down to a final ricochet. Xerxe is here, but JeongHoon will burn down to irrelevant. Again, that name feels more and more like a complete joke as Xerxe is wounded away with the wall. May have a hop, may have a hope, but not enough quite yet. Gnar is just not enough. He falls down. Vetheo on a killing spree, and Misfits punish the temerity of Astralis for trying to take down one of their members.
With a hop, a skip, and a crunch. Find that now right back towards that death chamber. Got the Baron started up finally at this point. Misfits using that Sivir ult to great impact to catch Astralis out after they'd find their own pick. Xerxe around. Doesn't have a great way into the pit right now.
He must try to find something. He's got no blast cone, no ultimate, no flash. He's just going to stand here, unfortunately, and watch as the Baron falls down. Over the wall goes irrelevant. This Sejuani has done nothing but go forwards. A rampaging Freljordian warrior doing so much more. They get themselves the Baron. They'll get themselves out and miss.
In the break.
Well, the siege continues right now, and they're going to see whether Vetheo, having gone golden here, will be just about fine. Teleport coming through to get back from the side lane from Dajor. Knocked back away is the near Gnar. You can hear what the crowd wants.
Yeah, the crowd
see whether they'll allow it. It seems like Irrelevant feels the need. Dajor has to whack away. On comes the Whirling Death, but still Kobbe yet to catch in. Zanzarah murders out the Pyke. Finally catches in, does Kobbe. But I think it might be a little too late into this game. It's a 1-for-1 right now, but the inhibitor turret falls regardless.
Oh, they finally get a kill onto the Draven, but it's after so many deaths, and it's just not easy pickings for Astralis. They've been left trying to pick up the pieces of so much in this game. Couple of early look. We are a very civilized community here at the LEC. We are civil.
I'm with you, crowd. You boo that. That's fine. I want some more action. Thank you. Hey!
No fighting. Hammer away.
And now the fight begins. The crowd will get what they asked for, and they asked for blood. Irrelevant gets a kill onto Dajor. JeongHoon still hammering or haunting behind the scenes here, but just nothing to be done. Kobbe gets a bit of a trade onto Zanzarah, but inhibitor falls regardless. One remains in the top side, but it's unshielded by a tower, so maybe some damage here is shoved back is irrelevant, but he's just so tanky. The turnaround comes straight on through. That is a dead Xerxe. Zanzarah will follow up on the Solar Flare, and Xerxe has to Heartbreaker away. Kobbe, Whirling Death, just not enough, and JeongHoon, it just feels like there's nothing you can do right now on the Pyke.
And as soon as Misfits get this 5-man unit together, especially with the gold lead, it's so difficult for Astralis to find their target, find them. Oh, good flash away from JeongHoon, but you can see Astralis really struggling to land the hits.
It's a last dance, a last attempt to hold on to the base. They just can't quite make it work. Misfits looking to secure themselves that additional game win, looking to make sure the playoffs is theirs and not taken from their hands. A critical win against their nearest competitors will be theirs. Misfits move to 8 and 6.
Nexus finally falls. It took a bit of effort, but Misfits, I really admire their discipline in this game. There was that one slight slip with the pick onto Zanzarah as they were looking around that Baron, which of course Astralis punished them for, but they were very quick to pick up the ball after that point. And Misfits, what a revival this team has had from the start of summer, where it felt like they'd lost their mojo a little. This team has become quickly now another one of these playoffs representatives that we're likely to see. And this win puts them very firmly on that path.
The last hurrah from Misfits continues to be really exciting. And a reminder here, people, key player of the game on LEC at Twitter, of course, looking